Hello, my name is Brad. I'm one of the sales techs here at Extreme Terrain. So I have a 2020 two-door ocean blue metallic Rubicon. What we've done to it so far is barricade, front bumper, winch setup, and a couple other odds and ends, small stuff for the moment. The best top Sunrider is also on there right now, and it's just kind of a small work in progress for basically a toy and a winter vehicle for me. Some of the most fun that's come with it is just the Jeep community that's around it. Going out to different events and stuff that like a local brewery has or any local business has and hanging out and seeing everybody else's builds and talking shop with what they've done, and obviously hearing their stories too are probably some of my favorite experience with it more than anything else right now. I grew up with a family that were into hot rods and building stuff. Everybody, literally in my mom's side of the family, she's one of 7. Everybody had a hot rod, so I grew up at different car shows and everything. And then naturally that kind of progressed from playing with Hot Wheels myself growing up all the way to getting my first car at 16. Actually bought it at 15 and then did all the work and stuff to it myself to get it on the road because naturally it was a $500 piece of crap. That kind of spawned from there. For my entire life I've been always tinkering and playing with everything that I've ever owned. It was a 1997 Chevy Cavalier. I got it. It was basically left on the side of the road dead. I needed a new head gasket. The paint was faded and worn and ruined. I got it when I was 15. It took about a year before I got my license to actually custom paint it, rebuild the engine and everything there to get it back on the road. I had a 2013 FRS from Scion that it was built into kind of almost a dedicated track car and may or may not have been put into a wall at Pocono Raceway. I've owned a Silverado and did a few things to that, as well as a 2016 Camaro LS2, swap everything, the whole 9 yards. Recently speaking, the Mustang just got a whole new suspension upgrade from Whiteline with their handling packs, so both lowering springs, and then obviously front and rear sway bars come with that. I went overboard, of course, upgraded the front and rear struts and shocks. I think that's probably the most complicated thing I've done in a while. The Camaro, we did put a supercharger on that. What originally was a weekend project turned into about a 3-weekend project. So it was certainly the most involved, but a lot of fun and the experience at the end of that to know, hey, I put this together and it works and does what it's supposed to do was probably one of the most rewarding experiences I've had playing with cars. My favorite part of the job is those relationships you build with customers. It all comes down to questions. I mean, we're gonna ask, what is your daily use for the vehicle? What's our goals too, and what we're trying to ultimately accomplish, in the build. I want to buy a lift for my Jeep, but what do we want to actually go out and do with the vehicle? That experience alone and kind of asking those questions will tell you a lot, which will then of course will lead to those recommendations of this makes the most sense. So people can go out with their vehicle and have a good time. That's an awesome, rewarding experience. I think one of the best things about having just conversations with like-minded people all day, every day, it's that building of a relationship and then going to see them, tell you about all the fun and things that they've done that you've helped them with.